Hi, hello. I'm Juliette. I'm a French artist, but today we are not going to talk about painting or drawing, but about poetry. I read you some books a few weeks ago, and obviously you didn't understand a lot about it because it was in French. And today I want you to understand one of my favorite poems, so we are going to translate my favorite parts about it. So this is Page Choisie, a book from Alfred de Musset, and we are going to read La Nuit d'Octobre. It is a very long poem. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a half pages long. But as you can see, I love to highlight my favorite parts in my books and to annotate them. So we're just going to take some of the sentences that I really like. And often my favorite parts in books are life lessons, and this poem is all about love and the pain of love. So La Nuit d'Octobre is one of the 4 poems that he wrote with this month, La Nuit de Mai, La Nuit d'Octobre. And it's always the poet who is talking to his muse, and it seems like it is an inner dialogue. So I'm going to help you understand what I am saying. La Nuit d'Octobre is the October night. I think you can see what word it is. So we are starting here, and this is the poet who is talking to his muse. C'était un mal vulgaire et bien connu des hommes. Mais lorsque nous avons quelque ennui dans le cœur, nous nous imaginons, pauvres fous que nous sommes, que personne avant nous n'a senti la douleur. So he is saying that when we have a heartache and a pain, we are thinking that nobody before us have ever felt this pain. And there is a few words that I want you here to remember. Le cœur, because this is the heart. And in French, as in English, the heart is the organ that pumps blood, but it also the thing that feel the emotions. So when we have a heartache, we are thinking that nobody before us have felt pain, and pain is la douleur. In this poem, it is about heartache, and there are a lot of synonyms with pain. So he said in the first sentence, c'était un mal. Et un mal, we can say in French, un mal de tête, un mal de ventre. And in English, you say a headache and a stomachache and a heartache. So, un mal, this is ache. But you will see there is a third word in this poem about a pain. So we are moving a little and the muse is responding to him. And she said, avant de me dire ta peine, ô poète, en es-tu guéri? Songe qu'il t'en faut aujourd'hui parler sans amour et sans haine. So she said, before you tell me your, and she said, ta peine, une peine, and this is sorrow. So it is a pain, but really in a sentimental way. So before you tell me your sorrow, are you healed? Because today you need to speak of it without love and without hate. And these are the words amour. This is love. And haine. This is hate. So, je n'aimais qu'elle au monde et vivre un jour sans elle me semblait un destin plus affreux que la mort. I was loving only her, and to live a day without her seems to be more awful than death. That's what he is saying here. The muse is responding to him because he's saying that the pain is very intense. And she said, et les misères de ce monde sont si lentes à effacer. And this is so sweet of her because she is not in the real world, and she said the misery in this world, in your world, are so slow to disappear. And I love that empathy from her. So maybe monde, maybe you want to remember that this is world. And this is one of my favorite parts about this poem. Si tu veux être aimé, respecte ton amour. Si l'effort est trop grand pour la faiblesse humaine de pardonner les maux qui nous viennent d'autrui, épargne-toi du moins le tourment de la haine. À défaut du pardon, laisse venir l'oubli. This is so beautiful, and I hope I can translate it right. She said, if you want to be loved, you need to respect your love. And if it is too hard for the humans to forgive the pain that is given by another person, please don't be upset, please don't have hate, and if you can't forgive, then forget. And I think it's really beautiful because she just wants the poet to live a peaceful life and to have a more simple and loving life. So we have the forgiveness, le pardon. So pardonner, to forgive. Et oublier. Oh, I don't know if I can read it right. To forget. Maybe this sentence will be more beautiful in English than in French. So she said, don't have hate here. And if you can't forgive, then forget. And then she kept going and said, pourquoi veux-tu haïr ta jeune expérience et détester un mal qui t'a rendu meilleur? So she said, why do you want to hate this young experience and to hate a pain that makes you better, a better person? She knows the life and she made you know about it. I don't know if there are a lot of words that you have already heard. Pourquoi veux-tu haïr? Haïr is coming from the N. And to hate un mal, an ache that makes you better, qui t'a rendu meilleur. And this is it. I really like this poem, and I like the relationship between the poet, un poète, and la muse, une muse, a muse. Okay, I think if you can remember 2 words from today, these 2 are really easy. And so we say un poète, a poet, and we say une poésie, de la poésie. And you say poetry. I think it's like that. And so maybe you can understand why we can compare this to an inner dialogue with another parts of ourselves that is not in our world, in our physical world, but a part of us that can guide us through pain and can guide us towards a more peaceful way of living and to a higher way of understanding what we are living and the pain we are going through. It is very, very, very sweet poem, and maybe you will want to translate it entirely to understand very deeply, more deeply, than what I explained to you. So I hope it was interesting for you to learn about very sad words. In fact, these are not a joyful poem, and the parts that I really like are about pain in this poem. So these are words about pain. But I hope you liked it, and tell me if you want me to translate other things. I don't think I am very good at it. I'm teaching you French words, but it is fun, and I like to be able to give you some things that you wouldn't have discovered in other ways. So that's all for me today, and I will see you in another video.